So a little while ago, I did a cage chop on this machine. I lowered the roof by 5 inches, and there's a video on that if anybody's interested. But ever since I did that, my spare tire carrier, which is the OEM Polaris spare tire carrier, no longer fits. I could probably make it fit, but it holds the tire up a lot higher than I would like. So the plan is to build a carrier which holds the tire in approximately the position you're seeing right now and would attach here at some type of hinge and then lift up, probably with some gas struts to allow access to the cargo area. So that's what we're working on today. So what we have here is a hoop that I made on this tube bender, and there's actually a video of that process as well, so if you're interested in going back and checking that out. And the first thing I had to do was fix some of the screw ups that I made when doing the bending. The two ends were slightly on different planes, so the easiest way for me to fix it was just to slice it here and re-weld it along the proper plane. As well, I was a little fast and loose with the measurements for these two 10-degree bends here, and one of them was about an inch longer than the other, so I had to cut and remove an inch of material there. Now that that's done, we can get on with putting this tire carrier together. So for the hinge, I have these like tie rod end heim joint pieces that I got lying around in the junk pile. I'm going to weld a cap on the end with a nut that these will be able to screw into and be adjustable. I didn't have any washers the right size on hand, so I had to make these out of some 12 gauge. We're going to weld those onto the end of the pipe, and then this will go right in there, maybe. Tack the nuts on, and she'll be good to go. So with that done, the next step is going to be to make some tabs that will weld onto the roll cage somewhere in this area. So the plan is to cut some tabs out of this 1/4 inch material. We'll cut a couple out, drill them, and then see how they fit. Okay, so we got the tabs finished. Didn't get too fancy, just rounded them up a little bit. And I already sort of test fitted and determined that if I mount them right there, I'm going to get the results that I want. So now I got to clean up the bars and get ready to weld these tabs on. So it's tacked in place and positioning looks good and looks like it's actually going to work. I think this is a good place to pause, double check everything before I finish weld those tabs on.